So what is the key to making a relationship decent or good or okay or better when you have a debilitating disease such as Asperger's or bipolar or schizo or one of the many disabilities that there are out there? And how to maintain your composure and how you can deal with things. I mean, getting it together for a relationship, you got to have common grounds of some type. I mean, if two parties are opposites, one wants different things and the other one wants something else, it's doomed for failure and disaster. There's no way that it's going to work. You got to have some type of common ground. You got to share some kind of passion in common. I mean, sex isn't a common ground. Even though sex is a big thing for me personally, it's not a good common ground or a starting ground for a basis of a relationship, unless you're going to just have strictly a sexual relationship where you're not going to have any strings attached. But eventually, I mean, you keep sleeping with somebody, you're going to catch feelings for that person. And it's just the way it is. It doesn't matter who they are unless, you're completely robotic and have no feeling at all. And you can just keep having sex with somebody and not feel no emotion. I mean, I did have sex with someone a few years ago, more than once, and I didn't really have any feeling for them. I was just using them sexually, and I knew it. And I think they knew it too, and I even told them that I had no interest in being with them romantically, that I just wanted to have sex with them. Because I wasn't really attracted to them to begin with. And they slept around with a lot of people, so to me they were beneath me. But I guess what it comes down to in the end is I'm my own worst enemy, and the actions of my consequences are here and now. I got to look at where I'm at, what I'm doing now, what's led me to this road. I almost had a relapse today. I went by a massage parlor. I wanted to go in there so badly. I wanted to. It's just, I've been clean off of that for 4 years, and if I were to just slip up again, it's like these last 4 years have meant nothing. And I haven't seen any prostitutes in just about a year. I haven't had sex in over 8 months, and it's driving me fucking crazy. I want to get out there. I want to put my hands on someone. That's the honest to God truth. I don't mean rape. I don't mean any assault or anything that way, but I want to get physical with someone. I'm fiending for it. I gotta have it. I want it. I need it. And fighting it is what's really hard for me. I want it so bad I can taste it. I was scouring the dating sites today looking for somebody to get my fix, and so far I've been unsuccessful in doing so. People say, if you just stop searching, it'll come to you, but that's not always true. I mean, I could sit here and do nothing, sit here in my apartment, not go nowhere, live reclusively if I wanted to. Nothing's going to happen. I'll just be stuck as a recluse. Nobody's going to know me or know I exist. That's why I got to put myself out there somehow, whether it's on a dating site, whether I go somewhere in public. But having Asperger's, I think, hinders me, or it scares certain people away from me, which is natural because people fear. They fear what they don't understand. And I know I'm different from the rest of the world, and the world knows it too. And I'm okay with that. I don't relate to mass segments of society. I don't get along with mass segments of society. That's the truth. I'm an outcast. I'm a loner. The friends that I have also have problems too. That's why I'm friends with them. Otherwise I wouldn't be befriending them. I never have gotten along with so-called NT people, or whatever you want to call it, neurotypical. I learned that term from an Asperger autistic website called Wrong Planet. It's a message board / forum, and I've been posting on there since I was like 21 years old. And I haven't posted on there in a long time. I had a few friends that had Asperger's on there, but we didn't really get along. we were all too different. A lot of the guys on there, they all like video games and computer games, and I like video games somewhat, but not that much, where it consumes my whole day. I mean, some of these guys have never had girlfriends in their lives and never been on dates. I mean, I suppose my life could be a hell of a lot worse. Because I used to complain a decade ago when I was still a virgin and I didn't have nothing. I was suicidal. I didn't give a fuck about living anymore. I was drinking every day till I met my first girlfriend. And then my world changed. I was pretty adamant that if I didn't find somebody before 30 years old, I was going to kill myself. I was going to walk right in front of the Amtrak tracks and get ran over. That's what was going to happen. And I was hell-bent on doing so. I didn't give a fuck anymore. When you reach that place and you've hit rock bottom and you don't care anymore, that's when shit starts to happen. I'm not reached that point, and I don't think I'll ever reach that point again, because I don't have that same feeling that I had before. I mean, I know the way people are, and I know the dangers of a relationship and having abandonment issues. I know what I can and I cannot tolerate. Hence why I'll never be with somebody who's family oriented or religious or anything like that. They'll have to be somebody who's non-religious and non-family oriented, who conforms to my type of lifestyle. That's the only way it'll ever work out, and that's just the way it is. And if I'm alone because of it, oh well, that's life. Nothing I can do about it. But you got to find for you what's good for you guys and what works. Those of you who never had girlfriends before, maybe you're setting your standards too high. I don't know. I mean, back in the day, I wanted a girl that was blonde, blue-eyed, double D boobs, 5'10" tall, blonde hair, athletic figure. That's what I dreamed of. A cheerleader. That's what I wanted. Look at me. How the fuck am I going to get a cheerleader when I'm looking like this? Can't do it. You can look at them, but you can't touch. You can fantasize about it all day long. You can go home and look at the magazine and jerk off. But in the end, they'll never be mine. And I've done all that. I've been that loser who didn't get shit. I've walked both sides of the fence. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Of being the guy that had nothing, who got made fun of by everybody, but a lot of that shit I brought on myself because of my behavior and my autism and my idiotic retardation. So I was a retard. What kind of person does the shit that I did? I mean, I did some pretty stupid shit. I said the most sexually inappropriate things that I could to people. I used to like to do things for shock value. I still do. Even though I'm too goddamn old to be doing that shit. I did a lot of stupid shit, which I now regret because I'm stuck in this mess. And all I wanted was to fucking have a normal life, which I'm never going to get to have. Because I don't conform to society's normality of views. I have my own set of views, which in turn hinder me from getting the things that I need. But one day, someday, maybe I will get what I'm looking for. Maybe I'll get the girl and the family that I want to have of my own. Even though I'm getting old here, I don't have much time for that anymore. I need it as quickly as possible because I can't wait around anymore. It's just unfortunate. I didn't choose to have Aspergers. I didn't choose to be born at 7 months or to have 2 dysfunctional parents with mental illnesses. I didn't choose any of that. It's not a choice. However, my actions and what I do today, right now, this is a choice. These videos, that's a choice. And I'm going to do what I want to do till the day I die. That's just the way it is. And you guys need to do what you like to do. When you want to go out there, put yourself out there, try to find somebody. And for those of you that have never been with anybody, I do suggest that you take advantage of the massage parlors and the sex clubs that are out there so you guys can possibly experience some type of physical intimacy, because you guys will never experience it if you just sit around waiting for some girl to show up. It doesn't work that way. You got to do the showing up yourself. You can't just sit around and be lazy. There's a place called the Power Exchange, which is in San Francisco, California. It's a sex club that's been around for many, many years. And I've been there about 6 or 7 times. And it's a sex club. Like I said, you go in there, you can't have any cell phones. You have to put your cell phone away. You have to shut it off, power it off. You pay $50 to $100 to get in if you're a guy. If you're a girl, you get in for free, because for every guy that's in there, there may be one girl for like 20 guys. There might be 20 or 30 guys in the building and one girl there. And there's guys in there, cross-dressers, transgender, cross-gender, whatever you want to call it. There's glory holes. There's gay people. There's all kinds of things in there. It's a sex club and it's open to everything. I went in there trying to look for women. I got turned down left and right, but I watched other people have sex in front of me. And I'll admit it kind of turned me on a little bit. That's not something I'd watch all the time, because I want to be the one to have sex with the girl. I don't want to see some other guy getting it on. I want to have her. Fuck that guy. She should be mine. And that's the way I think. And I have a right to think that way. And I justify it. And, going in there, if you guys ever decide to go, I recommend that, bring a friend with you, bring another guy friend. Don't touch anybody without asking, because that's a good way to get kicked out and have the cops called on you. I didn't do anything like that, but others have. There's pornography playing in the background. There's people walking around, masturbating, jerking off. I actually did that. I went into a room, I took off my pants, I just started jerking off right there. And people watch me, and then some people, women and couples will just pass me by like I don't exist. And gay guys will see, and then trannies will see. I had one tranny try to come in the room with me. I locked him out because I wanted a female. I don't really want a tranny. I mean, I might be with a tranny if she's full transition and she's got a vagina, yeah. And I didn't know about it, yeah. But knowingly, I wouldn't be with a tranny. I just have no interest. If I was going to be with a tranny, I might as well be gay. Might as well go for a guy, because that's the way I see it. And they sell snacks in there for $5 for a candy bar. It's a little expensive, but you're there for the ambiance. You're not there to get a discount. And there's music. There's 3 floors. One floor has got couples, married couples having sex. And it's fun to watch. I've seen a lot of naked people in my life. I mean, I've seen plenty of nudity. I've seen plenty of sex. Enough to last a lifetime. I just haven't gotten it enough to where I want it myself personally, or I've experienced it as much as I've wanted. But I'll change that eventually. Whether I got to get it from a prostitute or an escort or somebody in the streets or whatever, I'll get it, because I plan to. And that's just the way it is. Even though I've been clean and going to massage parlors, I mean, I got to do what I got to do. I'm not going to be a free fucking giveaway to a woman, give my money up without getting something in return. That's not how it works. I want something back. If I'm giving you hundreds of dollars, I want something in return. It's that simple. I'm dead serious about that. You're going to give it up to me one way or the other. If you want my money and you want to take from me, it's the price you pay. There's another sex club which is more BDSM based. A lot of S&M in there, a lot of leather, a lot of whips, a lot of cages, a lot of torture devices. People that are more sexually, more in S&M. Like, you ever seen 50 Shades of Grey? That's what goes on. I've been in this club called the Citadel. It's in the Tenderloin, about half a mile away from the Power Exchange. And over there, it's upstairs. And people there socialize. Some have sex. I didn't get laid or anything. Naturally, I'm a flirty guy. I talk to a bunch of women. even the ones that are taken, even the ones that are there with their boyfriends. This is the way I am. I love women. I love looking. I love seeing. I love conversing. And with all the people I've known and what I've seen, I should have had 1,000 girlfriends by now. Serious ones at least. But that's not happened. And if it ain't meant to be, it ain't meant to be. But if you guys go in there, I recommend, you go there with a friend. Preferably if you have a female friend, it's better to take a female friend with you. Because then that way, you might meet another girl who, you might get lucky with. Especially if you have a female friend with you. It pays to have a girlfriend. Not a girlfriend, but a female friend. Even if you're not intimate with that friend. Or who knows, maybe your friend will cling on to you for protection and give in. Your friend that you wanted to fuck all these years will just finally give it up. That's what I needed my female friends to do, but some of them didn't quite do that for me. Oh well. Maybe in the next life. But I recommend you guys check it out, because you only live once. Now with prostitution being legal here in California, I say it's a free-for-all. Just fucking go for it. I mean, I hate the idea of having to pay for it, because it's loser shit. I want a girlfriend I can fuck every day, whenever I want, how many times I want. Night, day, evening, afternoon, weekends, holidays. I don't care. That's what I want. So, I tell you, sex is not a good foundation, but maybe it's a good foundation for me. Not for you, but for me. Because that's what I'm craving right now, and that's what I want. And I'm hell-bent on receiving it one way or another. And you guys who have disabilities, there's really no programs and no coaching that's going to help you. I've spoke about my feelings to counselors, and I've told people how I felt when I was growing up. They just told me it'll change when you grow up. But they were so fucking wrong. Nothing ever changes. You get older, you get sick, yeah, all that shit happens. But things don't change. The life you led, that you had when you were a kid, it's here to fucking stay. You have a fucked up life at home, guess what? You're gonna have a fucked up adulthood growing up, like I am right now. Fucked up childhood, fucked up adulthood. That's just the way it is. Can you change that is a question? I can't answer that for you because I wasn't able to change it. I'm still stuck in the mess. I ain't happy about it, but it is what it is.